What can caregivers do to prevent or to respond to incidences of trafficking? First of all, they should not allow strangers or people that aren't working in the center into the center without permission of their program manager. Whether it's journalists, whether it's police, whoever, anyone can come in there. We don't want that. This is a safe place where children are interacting with caregivers. We don't want people coming in there who aren't supposed to be there. 2, get to know the children. If you know the children, they'll tell you what's going on. They'll tell you, oh, maybe my sister went away. Why'd your sister go away? Well, because a man offered her a job. You know, that's another thing. If we have a good relationship with the children, we know them, maybe they'll be able to tell us. Another thing is attendance. It's important to keep attendance, because if a child isn't there for a few days, you want to find out why that child's not there. You know, that child could be, promised to be married and they're getting ready for marriage, or that child could have disappeared. And we want to know that as soon as possible. The other thing we can do is prevention. We need to give children messages about what to do if they get in that situation. And often it's a funny thing, because we talk about strangers, but often it's a person they know that will ask the mother or father, hey, I want your daughter to work in this place. She'll get paid well. It's not often a stranger. They might be working with someone outside the camp, but it's often someone they know, just as child marriage is often somebody they know. So these are things that children need to know, and they need to know to tell you if there is something like that. So for me, it's the prevention part is really important, and also working with the parents, whether it's through the Child Protection Committee or a parent group or having a meeting with the parents and letting them know that it's not a good idea if people are coming asking them to give their children jobs, to marry them, that it often leads to worse things like prostitution or exploitation of some kind. And I found that parents are trying to do the right thing, and they do respond to specific information and support. And I think the other thing that's very important in dealing with this is getting the help of religious leaders. If you can get a religious leader to talk to the community about this, it'll have a much bigger impact than you yourself. And I have seen that, where a parent committee in one of the camps I worked in a child-friendly space, had an imam, and they were able, and community leaders, and they were able to stop at least 8 child marriages and trafficking, because people were coming in and asking, and they told the parents that this is not okay. So it can work. It can work.